I carried on transmitting spirit messages until Sir Arthur got to his feet and came over to my side. Slowly and deliberately he gave me a test message for Lady Doyle. It was an intimate one concerning another member of the family and referred to an event which had occurred only that morning. It convinced Lady Doyle that it must have come from her husband, as only she and the other member of the family were aware that the small incident described had happened. While giving clairvoyance that evening, a strange scene presented itself to my vision, one that had a striking sequel some years later. I was led to a man, wearing an open-necked shirt, who was sitting near the platform. "There is a woman here who was killed by a horse," I told him. "Her name is Emily Wilding Davision. She says she told her friend in the hall that she would appear tonight." The man got slowly to his feet and cleared his throat. "That is correct," he said. "She told me she would communicate tonight. Emily is the suffragette who in 1913 threw herself in front of a Derby horse and died from her injuries. As a spirit figure she is well known to me." 9 years passed and I was demonstrating clairvoyance at a public meeting. I had brought a message to a man in the audience from a soldier. "Did the woman at your side accompany you here tonight?" I asked him. "She did. She was at some time connected with the women's suffrage movement," I said. Turning to this woman, I said, "The soldier who was here a moment ago was accompanied by a suffragette. She is here now. She says she knew you well before she died on the racecourse. She tells me you have a brother on the other side. Her name is Emily and she sends you this message: I fought for a cause, fight for yours. There is much yet to be accomplished." Now she was mentioning a name, a Mrs. Despard. "Are you acquainted with Mrs. Despard?" I asked. "I can get a message to her." I gave her the message and the women told us that the recipient would be the militant Charlotte Despard, heroine of the suffragette movement and now 95 years of age. Emily then sent a message of inspiration to the man and the incident closed. It was not until some time later that I learned who the man was. His name was Harold Sharp. He was a medium, and the man I had singled out 9 years earlier at the Conan Doyle Memorial Service.